What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home Armadillo Build-A-Figure Wave Morlun. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with the character. I believe he's a vampire, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, it does look like a great figure though. But we'll get a closer look here at the packaging, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure itself. Now, getting a close-up look at the packaging, it is your standard Marvel Legends packaging. You get Legend Series, Spider-Man, the name of the character, which is Morlun. On the side, you get a comic book picture of Morlun. On the back, same image, just enlarged. It read up on Morlun right there, so if you want to pause that and read that now, you can do so. The rest of the figures of the wave, the Build-A-Figure, a whole bunch of bullshit down here. On the bottom, you get a whole bunch of other bullshit and the barcode if you need it, so if you want to pause that and get that now, you can do so. On the other side, same image, just reversed. And yeah, man, not much more. You get a spider logo on top, as it is a comic book figure. Yeah, enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. I'm getting a quick look at all the accessories that Morlun does come with. He doesn't come with much. He does come with two different head sculpts. The first one being the smiling one, and the second one being a lot more angrier. It is very similar to the first one right here, but obviously this one's a lot more happier, and this one looks like someone just pissed him off. And here is Morlun up close and personal. And just straight up, man, this figure is most likely my least favorite of the wave. Not most likely, he is my least favorite of the wave. But not because he's a bad figure. It's just I'm not too familiar with the character, if I'm being honest with you. I know that he is a vampire from like a different dimension or something. And he does suck people's blood through his palms, as he does have those suckers on his hands. Similar to what Morbius does in the animated series. And yeah, man, again, not too familiar with the character, but he does look very nice. You know, starting off with the head sculpt, it is very, very nice. It's almost like a grayish, pale skin tone to kind of make him look like a vampire, you know? So that is nice. And then the teeth are very nicely painted, very, very clean. You can kind of see some of the gum in there. So that is very nice. The eyes are very bright red with black pupils, which does look nice, makes him look like a vampire. He has a very defined nose, and then he has that widow's peak, that classic Dracula's widow's peak. And then the back of his hair is very long. It looks very similar to mine, actually, but that is nice. And then the rest of the body is mostly reused. I believe this torso, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm correct, this is the Hellfire Club box set jacket that most of the figures in that box set come with. It is just painted silver, blue, and red, and then black to match this figure. And I don't know how I feel about this, man. This paint looks very like sloppy painted on there. It looks like very like amateurish, like someone like that doesn't know how to paint kind of painted that, because you can kind of still see some of those paint streaks in there, which yeah, I'm not a big fan of. But it is a metallic silver, which does look nice. I always do appreciate it when they color the buttons, so that is very nice. This amulet on his ascot, is that what they're called? Ascots, is painted very nicely red with a silver trim around it that is very, very, very clean. So I do appreciate that clean deco on there. And then the rest of it is just plain black plastic, but you do see some silver punch in there right there. Focus right there. And then the cuffs are gray with silver buttons right there. The hands, same skin tone as the head, but no paint in those nails. And then he does have red here for the suckers on his hand, which does look nice. And then the belt buckle is very nicely painted. I can't see what's underneath the jacket, but I believe that torso is the young Nick Fury body. So that is the torso. And then the legs, I believe as well, are the young Nick Fury body legs, and as well as the feet, which are a lot better than the Coulson feet. So he does stand a little bit better, but not the greatest. So it still has that problem of standing. So I can try to stand him real quick. As you can see. Oh, there you go. Obviously on camera, he's going to stand a lot easier. But yeah, not much to this figure, man. Again, the other head sculpt is pretty much identical. Just smiling instead of angry, as you can see. But even the hair, it's the exact same. Everything's the exact same except for the expression. So yeah, not much to this figure. It is okay. Again, not too familiar with the character, but he's all right. But let's get a closer look at his articulation, and then we'll get some size comparisons. Again, a quick look at Morlun's articulation. It is your standard, suited body articulation. So you're not gonna get very much head movement out of that head, as that hair does hinder it a lot. It is on a ball and hinge, so moving it forward, nope, not at all either, because that ascot does get in the way, and he does have a big old chin, man. So yeah, no real movement out of that head, which is a little bit unfortunate, and no head pivot as well. So yeah, absolutely no movement out of the head other than swivel. His arms are on ball joints, so they do move up a good amount. He gets a decent T pose, as you can see there. He does have upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, the bend in a decent amount, nothing too great. He does have swivel and hinge on the hands. And then I believe underneath this, it is your young Nick Fury body. So he does have an ab crunch, but this weird jacket gets in the way. So he can crunch just a little bit forward, nothing too crazy, and just a little bit back, nothing too crazy. But he does have waist swivel, so anything out of the torso is going to come. Any movement out of the torso is going to come from that waist swivel. He does have upper thigh cut, so you get some like that. His legs move out just that much, which is decent, nothing too crazy. And he does kick this much forward, this much back. He does have double jointed knees that bend in a decent amount, but obviously this jacket tail thing is going to get in the way. And he does have hinges on his feet, so they hinge this much forward, this much back, and he does have great ankle pivot with pegals at the bottom of his feet. And then a quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have Morlun next to Morbius, the living vampire. And here he is next to the Retro Card 2020 Spider-Man, next to Miles, Shriek, and lastly the integrated suit Spider-Man. And here we have Morlun on the rotating base. And just straight up, man, I'm going to say if you're a fan of this character and you've read comics with this character in it and you enjoyed him, then I would say definitely pick this figure up. If you're not a fan or you're not familiar with this character, then it's an easy pass for you. You don't have to buy this figure. You don't have to, keep this figure. You can buy the figure simply for the Build-A-Figure piece and just sell him off. He's not a bad figure, man. The articulation is okay. It's not the greatest, as it is hindered from this jacket, and then it is on the suited body. So those feet are a pain in the ass to get it to stand. It's not as bad as the Coulson feet, but they're still a little bit difficult to work with. But yeah, man, again, if you're not a fan of this guy, it's an easy pass, and save yourself a little bit of money. And yeah, man, again, not a bad figure, but like myself, I'm not too familiar with this character, so I'm not really connecting with this figure. So yeah, I'm probably gonna sell him off, or he's gonna sit in a box somewhere or be fodder for one custom figure one day. But yeah, man, again, not a bad figure, but again, not for me. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this figure, man. Nothing much more. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you're gonna be picking this figure up or if it's an easy pass for you. Yeah, man, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.